So guys, welcome back everyone to the fourth episode of Iron Man Armors Explanation series, in which we are explaining every Iron Man armors in Marvel Cinematic Universe that we have seen. So guys, last time we had explained Mark 3 and Mark 4 armor. So guys, today we are going to explain Iron Man Mark 5 armor. That is the weakest Iron Man armor. So guys, let's get started. And guys, I have some interesting secret hidden details about Mark 5 also that I'm going to say you. So don't miss this video guys, and watch this video till the end. So now let's get started. So guys, first if I talk about that who created it and who used it. So guys, Iron Man means Tony Stark created it and also used it. Tony Stark mainly built this armor for emergency purposes, because as you guys know that on that time the armors like Mark 2 or Mark 3, those armors were only suit up by the robotic arms which were in Tony Stark's lab. These armors were not automatic, so Tony Stark couldn't carry these armors with him every time. So that's why he created Mark 5 armor, so that if any emergency come, then he can use the armor. And this armor is also known as suitcase armor, because this armor had super portability feature. That's why it could be stored as a suitcase. Now if I talk about its suit up process, then Tony Stark used it in Iron Man 2 in the Monaco fight scene, when he was in the car racing scene, when Ivan Vanko surprised attack on him, and then Pepper gave him this armor. And guys, this armor suit up process, if I say, then Tony Stark had to wear this suitcase, and then Mark 5 would suit up in Tony Stark's body. Now if I talk about its power core, then its power core was Palladium arc reactor Mark 3. And if I talk about composition, then guys, it was made up of gold titanium alloy and collapsible platings. But guys, still this armor's durability was much weaker than the Mark 3 and Mark 4 armor, because guys, this armor was very light, because obviously it could be stored as a suitcase, so the weight of this armor was very light, and that's why its durability was very low as compared to the other Iron Man armors. And if I talk about its capabilities, then it had super strength and superhuman durability, and also super agility and reflexes. And if I talk about guys its artificial intelligence, then guys, it didn't even consist of Jarvis. It didn't had any Jarvis artificial intelligence. It had only holo projection screen. But guys, a feature that is a hidden detail that I am going to say you, that though it did not contain any Jarvis artificial intelligence, still it contained some super artificial intelligence computers that were linked to smart targeting missiles. That is still unknown that where were those smart targeting missiles. But guys, this armor consisted of a super AI computer that were linked to missiles that could fire it. And guys, maybe these missiles were in outer space or any other space that we don't know, because in movies we haven't seen that he had used those missiles. But guys, if I talk about its more features, then it had self-contained life support system, environmental protection, and super portability, because it can be stored as a suitcase. And if I talk about its weapons, then it had repulsor beam and unibeam only for weapons, and in body there was no other weapons rather than repulsors and unibeams. But guys, it, as I told, that it had AI that were connected to missiles, so yeah, it could shoot missiles, but indirectly, because in this armor there was no type of smart missile. And guys, if I talk about the repulsor beams, then guys, its repulsor beam was the weakest in the weakest Iron Man armor, so its repulsor was very much weak. And guys, this armor could also not fly guys. There's a very drawback of this armor, because it was so much light and so much portable. That's why guys, it couldn't fly. That was a disappointment of this armor. And guys, if I talk about its color schemes, then its color schemes was different, because it didn't consist of red and gold. It had red and silver color scheme. And if I talk about guys its history. Then Tony Stark used it to fight with Ivan Vanko in Monaco fight scene, but then Whiplash completely damaged this armor, so that's why Tony Stark didn't use it again. And later in Iron Man 3, this armor was destroyed when Mandarin attacked on Tony's house. And guys, if I talk about its weaknesses, then it had many weaknesses. Like it was so much portable, that's why its weight was very light, and it was only bulletproof. It was not fireproof or lightning proof, and its repulsor was so weak that it couldn't fly, and its arc reactor was also poisoning Tony Stark. So these were the every weaknesses of this Mark 5 armor. So guys, this was the everything, every detail about the Mark 5 armor. And guys, I have given you some hidden details that I hope that you didn't know about that. So guys, I hope you have liked the explanation of Mark 5 armor, and now in next video we are going to explain Mark 6 armor, and on that video I am also going to see more features. So we will meet in the next video. Subscribe guys, and we will meet in the next video. Ta-da!